We're here with Andrea, Nixon, and she's my good friend, and she's come in today, and Ava plays with Josh, and she's going to answer a couple questions. I thought, why not, hey? Have you on the blog. So, you're a mom of 3.
I am.
Yes.
Hi, Ava. There's one coming down to see us.
And, yep, Ava is she's how old? 5. She's in kindergarten now, and, yeah, the other 2 are in school, so it's kind of freed up your time a little bit.
A little bit for sure.
Yeah, so how do you, Matt, you've got a debut album coming out. It's called Diary of a Housewife. You're nearly ready. Your release is going to be in the new year, I think.
Yes, it will be.
So everybody, watch out for that. How are you? You've got 3 kids.
Yep.
You have an album. How do you manage, like, what, as a mom in the industry, what would you say is the most challenging for you?
It's always been time and coverage. So the time to actually learn your trade and your craft. So for me, that's singing, songwriting, and I'm still struggling to pick up and play my guitar on stage. So I'm practicing, trying to get to that level with the guitar. And there Ava goes. And then coverage. So obviously there's things that you can't bring your children to. So I've obviously sang at bars, and that's not a place where you can bring the children, or just for rehearsal. We have had rehearsal at home. But often you want to kind of get out and really focus on the music. So having my mom and my husband available to help me out so I can go out and play shows and practice and work on song development has been essential to the success of the project.
Awesome. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you have a really good support network.
I do.
Yeah. And what is your favorite bit about being able to gig? So what on a night, what do you most look forward to?
Connecting to an audience member or various audience members. So I always think of it like a kind of a fish hook, but not a painful one. But when I sort of have my hook in their cheek and I can sort of see that they're along with me, because I feel like when I'm singing a song and I've done it right, that I go into the song and then I come out of the song. And when I see an audience member in the song with me, I feel like I've had success.
Yeah. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could choose, would it be leather or lace? And definitely. I think I know the answer.
Yeah, definitely lace. I have like leather look pants, but I always feel a little bit awkward trying to be really tough considering I'm really weak and sort of sensitive.
Okay, so are you a wake up, have you coffee pre-scheduled, it comes on in the morning, or are you a scramble, grab one on the go type?
I'm a scramble, grab one on the go. Yeah. So when I was first home, I would always need to be home between 3 and 5 because my husband was getting home around 6. And my mom would say, why are you so, careful with that time? It's because, well, when I left the house in the morning, I've left a shoe down the hallway and there's a cup of coffee still where I left it. And I'm definitely a mess and have to work really hard at the sort of organizational skills of my life because I'd much rather be daydreaming.
Okay, that's why. It's funny because I'm in between. I have my coffee scheduled and pre-planned, like dinner the night before, and your lunch is packed, but then I'm still scrambling. I don't know. I'm trying to find balance. I think it's just life
with kids. I don't think balance really exists, but
no,
learning to deal with it with sort of an open-handed approach and finding the beauty in the everyday, I think, is the trick, rather than balance, because I think balance really doesn't exist.
Every day is kind of chaotic around here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What is your go-to for a quick, fast, but healthy family meal to help a busy day or, like, say, help a busy week? Like, what would you make? Or, what would you make just to help out with that?
Chili, spaghetti sauce, kids really love. My kids really love spaghetti sauce or stir fry. So the good thing with chili and spaghetti sauce is you can freeze them. Same thing with a quiche. If you can get some time ahead and make a quiche, it freezes really well. So when I was really on top of it and not as busy as I am now, I used to make a lot of freeze-ahead quiches because you can just take them out and put them in the oven and they still taste really good.
I've not frozen.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Quiche.
Yeah.
I love quiche. I've not made one in a while.
Wonderful.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of food, what's your favorite go-to bad food?
A&W.
A&W, okay.
Yeah, I love.
I thought you were going to say McDonald's.
McDonald's I sort of abide because the kids like it and it's cheaper than A&W. But I cherish A&W. So like when I get my bites into my teen burger and I get the root beer in the mug and the onion rings with a little bit less salt, like I salivate even thinking about it. So it's definitely my favorite.
And What?
I said something dummy now that I talked about it.
I know, we're getting hungry. With life being so busy, as we are busy now, when you have kids you get so busy, what do you do for self-care? Like, what do you have a routine weekly thing? Or?
I try to take baths if I need them, and my baths are just my kind of alone time, because I've always needed a lot of alone time just to recharge, because I'm kind of an extroverted introvert. I really need to be alone in order to have the energy to deal with people, in life. So baths and like blow drying my hair. Like today I blow dried my hair, and that was a really big deal because that's not something I'm accustomed to doing. Usually I've got other things to deal with, but when I take 10 minutes to work on myself, it feels good.
And how about your date night? What about you and Jay? When was the last time you guys went out for yourselves?
I think we went out last month. I think we went out for sushi, and then we realized that, and that's my favorite food, and I've probably had it like 3 or 4 times since we've been married, only because Jason is a steak and potatoes kind of guy. So I kind of insisted on sushi, being a little diva that I am. And then we thought we would get to a movie, but we realized during the date that Austin had soccer at 8 a.m. the next day. So we went for dinner and went home and watched one show so we could fast forward through the commercials and fell asleep. So it was really, it was quite rowdy that date night, but you know what? It was awesome.
You made it through dinner, right?
We did.
There you go.
We did.
Well, that's great. Well, no, I just wanted to ask you a few questions and get your perspective on the whole being a mom, trying to do music, and maybe other moms and other musician moms would enjoy this too. So thank you for asking my questions. And when's the next time you're performing?
So next on Sunday, actually, we're performing with a bunch of other musical mamas. So that's a kind of support group created for moms who make music and aspire to develop their musical skills.
Yes, I'm excited to do.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of us that have put our songs that we've had produced on CD. So those will be for sale. It'll be the first collective. So, and everybody's performing. And for those that like to come out and be in the live experience, they can come out to the Naked Cyber Cafe. I believe it's from 1 to 4. That's by Grant Max. And if they like to have the sort of electronic experience, it'll be podcast as well.
I like that place too, because that cafe's been a really big supporter of local musicians too. And
yeah, and the owner's great. He really loves kids. He was really
good, because I'm taking
really
mine down.
I brought my kids last time, and he was awesome.
No, I'm excited to see everybody. It's been a while since I went to a meeting, and it's been a really good group for motivating everybody, really, all the mamas that are doing music, and I think it's a really good group, and I'm glad Cinder is doing what she's doing and keeping it going. Yeah,
for sure.
Well, okay, well, I will. I'll cut this off right now, and we'll go and see what the other kids are up to.
Sounds awesome.
All right, thanks for being a part of my blog.
Thanks for having me.